Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Foundation Friday. Today we are going to talk about the Lawless Flawless Finish Makeup. So this one is one of these clean foundations, and I've been on the hunt for a kind of clean foundation that I can fall in love with. So we're gonna see if this one is actually going to, tick off all those boxes. So if you are new to my channel, my name is Abby Bliss White, and every Friday I try to do a Foundation Friday, kind of give you my opinion. Sometimes we're trying new foundations, and other ones are just some of my favorite foundations that I've used for years. So anyways, welcome if you are new, and if you're returning, this is gonna be a fun one. So let me just give you a little bit of information about this foundation, and then we'll get to testing it out. So I wasn't sure about this one because I love that it is clean. So this is where you can find this at Sephora, and it's going to be in that new clean beauty section. Now it was not in store at my specific Sephora, and so I did order it. So we're gonna hope that the color is okay. What it says about this foundation is that it's full. So that's where I was a little like, I tend to like more of a medium foundation, light to medium. I want something to kind of smooth over and give me make my skin look healthy, but I don't want to necessarily feel like cake face. It says it is for all skin types, sensitive, normal, dry, combination. The finish is supposed to be natural, so that was why I was kind of attracted to it. It is not matte. And it says that it is formulated for all skin types with buildable coverage and a fresh, radiant finish. Now that sounds right up my alley. Super excited to try it. It has a skin nourishing formula. It won't clog your pores. Supposed to wear comfortably throughout the day with a lightweight feel that won't fade or disappear. Antioxidant rich, skin balancing oils. Has camellia oil in there, abyssinica, I'm not saying that right, but some very hydrating shea butter. Now one thing is, shea butter can be a little tricky for some skin types, so just keep that in mind when you are purchasing this. I'm trying to see where it is on the ingredient deck. We'll look and see how far it is down the aisle here. So shea butter is kind of in the middle. It's not at the top, but it's also not down at the end of it either. So just if you are sensitive, sometimes I can be a teeny bit sensitive to shea butter, but it usually has to be in larger quantities. Let's go back to a few more details, and then we'll get to trying it. But it is cruelty-free, silicone-free, which is kind of cool. Perfume-free, which is another reason, you guys, a lot of foundations put perfume in their foundation. And I've got some still in my stash, but I have to be honest, that's one of the things that irritates my skin, especially as I've gotten older. That is just one thing. I wish they didn't put it in. I wish they didn't put it in things that we were gonna put on our skin. And it's non-toxic. So I've been intrigued by this brand. And so anyways, I was a little bit excited to try this. I think my only fear is that it might be too heavy, but I'm hoping it's one of those that you can, shear out a little bit. So this is not the first time I have tried this out, but I did, we're gonna kind of treat it as if. So it comes in a lovely glass bottle. It has got a pump, and we're gonna shake this up and really well, because it does have oils in it, you guys. I found that you really do need to give it a good shake. And let's go ahead and try this baby on, okay? So you guys, so far I do have on my eyeballs, but otherwise on my skin, I just have my skincare and SPF on this morning. And the way that I'm gonna just grab a couple things here. The way I kind of like to do this, I'm gonna show you real quick. And it comes out, it is kind of thick, okay? And, oh, I forgot to tell you. So I'm in the shade Sahara. And on the website, Sahara is supposed to be for, that's not the right one, light, medium to medium with neutral golden undertones. And what I always think is funny is I did the Sephora matching before where they match your skin, but I swear they always are up like 2. It's suggesting that I get Arizona with medium warm yellow undertones from the match, but I had looked at some swatches online and that looked really, really, really yellowy. So we're just gonna try this guy out. So I am just going to dab this on. I'll come in nice and close. Get a little scared, sorry guys. I did not sleep very well last night. I was laughing. Ooh. Okay, do not be worried. I think that this blends out. Okay, it's looking a little scary as far as the color. I am going to just start to buff this in really quickly because I feel it drying on my skin real quick. Do not be scared. I know this looks kind of scary in the projector, but I have worn it before and it will, the color will kind of even out. I hope, my gosh, I look orange. Okay, that might be one of the reasons. There we go. Okay, can you guys see this? So I am just quickly buffing. I need to get over to this side of my face. And of course, my dog Satchmo is going to bark in the background. Okay, there we go. The color. You guys, I live in Portland, Oregon, and it is an overcast day, and I have as much light in natural lighting as well. Okay, you guys, I have just buffed. I still have quite a bit on my hand over here. So one thing right off the bat that I'm going to tell you, you need to work fast. I probably should not have dabbed it on so much so quickly. I should have done like one side and then kind of worked it the other way. Okay, so far I'm going to come up. Sorry, I don't want to scare you, but I do want you to see the finish on here. So I feel like now the color has evened out. I remember when I think that was it. The color is a little bit, I think it's gonna be fine, but when I first got it, it just appeared a little orange. I'm gonna put just a little bit on a beauty blender now, and I'm gonna go just a little bit up underneath my eyes and down my nose, and 1 and 2. Just even this out. Can you guys see that? Can you see how the oils in this are going to give it a very pretty finish? I'm just trying to see if you can see how it has. When they say radiant, I feel like it is radiant. It does have, I personally think, a lot of coverage. I'm gonna just go up underneath here and we'll spread it out. Just making sure it is really well blended. So as you can see, when you first put it on, it kind of has a little discoloration, and then I feel like it tones down to the appropriate. So I don't know if it's not necessarily like oxidizing. I almost feel like it settles down into the proper color. Okay, I'm gonna step back just a little so you guys can see. I feel like I have plenty of it on. I'm gonna take a peek in the mirror. Okay, when I go to this side, I actually see I like the look of that kind of fresh. I do think that looks fresh. Now on this side, I don't know, for some reason it looked a little bit cakey, but nope, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, I think those oils, you just have to really pounce this into your skin, and that's probably with any foundation. Okay, I am going to look at the mirror real quick myself. Excuse me. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit cakey or down on the bottom part, but again, you guys, this could be user error. This is a full coverage foundation, but I have a feeling this is going to be one of those foundations that kind of wears better because of the oils in it and the ingredient deck. Some of these wear down and look more natural on the skin than when we first put them on. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to give you a close-up, and then I feel like we need to put a little bit of bronzer, blush, and such on. Okay, and sorry, just going underneath here. And okay, let's take a peek. And okay, I don't want to get, I'm trying to get, so you guys, here is the finished, and I'm trying to get as close to possible and show you my forehead. And just like with any foundation, you guys, I like to just take my hands and kind of warm it up. And I like to press into my skin. I just feel like this really works, kind of takes away, if I feel like I have too much makeup on, it just tends to take that away. So, okay, I'm gonna take one more peek in the mirror. But I think that is plenty of foundation, and I think it's actually quite pretty. Let's go ahead and warm up the skin a little bit. I feel like then we'll really get to see how it performs. Today I'm just going to use this Hourglass. This is last year's ambient light. I'm going to use these, you guys, today. This is just really quick and easy. They're just a pretty, like when I want to do a quick little, a quick little face, this is what I will use. So I am going to dip it into the bronzer, and this one's over here. And I'm not sure which bronzer that is. I kind of think it might be nude bronze, but let's go ahead and put a little bit of bronzer on. I have not bought the new palette for this year. As you can see, I just have, I think I have another one of these from a previous year, and they are so wonderful. I am intrigued by, I'm not sure if it's the unlocked one. There's one that has a little bit warmer colors that I have to admit I kind of want to get, but I'm not the hugest powder girl. I tend to usually do cream products, but I do think these, you guys, I think Hourglass does such a beautiful job of these finely milled powders, and they especially work great for sort of older, aging skin. I'm gonna go into this dim light. I love that one. So this one I usually take, and I have this lovely this is an Hourglass. This is a powder. I'm not exactly, I'll get the right name for this brush, but I love this brush. I have the other one too that fits into the pan, but I couldn't find it this morning. So we're gonna use this guy. Did you see how that kind of just brightened up my eyes? So that's dim light, and we're just gonna scoop that down. I'm gonna use the finishing powder over here, and I'm gonna go down my T-zone just a little bit. I didn't feel like this, you know, I wanna keep that kind of radiant finish, but I'll just go down here. And then let's do Mood Exposure. I'm gonna go with this guy right here, this Mood Exposure. And let's put a little bit of that blush on, and just a light, just see how they're just really pretty powders. So if any of you have one of the others and you feel like I need to get it, it's not the marbled one, it's the other one. I want to say maybe it's not the unlocked, but maybe the other, I'm probably messing them up. But anyways, okay, Ooh, holy moly, got a little too much over here. So you guys, I'm taking the other end and I am just going to buff out put a little bit much on. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use this beautiful highlighter. And again, I will link everything. I don't know the exact names because some of these are just exclusive to the little edit here. Okay, and we'll put that just up on the top of the cheekbones, a little bit down the bridge here. I'm gonna go back through, last thing, just a little bit more bronzer up here. And then I'm gonna go take this guy, you guys, and I'm just gonna buff everything in. Okay, little bam. This is what I love about it, quick and easy face. And I've also used this as eyeshadow. So you guys, I often use bronzer in my crease, and then I will use that blush, that Mood Exposure blush as eyeshadow. So this is great for travel. Anyhow, today though, I used the Charlotte Tilbury eyes in the stars, or stars in the eyes. You can tell I'm really good with names. But anyways, I will list it, but this is what I'm wearing on my eyes. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna come back just a little bit so you can see where we are at with the foundation. So I think that the color, there we go. I think I'm more in focus. I think the color is fine. And I do kind of see a little bit of radiance coming through. It is fuller coverage, I would say. I wouldn't say, if you guys want me to do like a full on, like when I think of full coverage, I think of that Jouer high coverage. It is truly high coverage. If you want me to do that guy, I will be happy to do a foundation Friday on that one, but that one will cover everything. Whereas, let me look here. It is heavier coverage. It is a heavier, like it is definitely covering. It's more than I normally use, but I don't find this to be like high coverage. I think it's kind of a nice natural looking, like when they say kind of natural or satin. It's not matte, which is good, but it's also not super dewy. So, and I kind of fall in the line between wanting that dewy look, but by the end of the day, I don't really like it as much anymore. So maybe I do like just these natural kind of demi-matte satin foundations. Okay, enough talking. Here is the day look and foundation. I'm just gonna come up just a little bit closer and have you guys see. I do think it's a pretty foundation, and let's see how it wears throughout the day. So I'm kind of suspecting that it might be one that starts just to kind of meld into your skin because of those oils and the good ingredients, and kind of look like even better as the day goes on. We shall see. I will be back. I'm gonna head into the kitchen to make a skin glowing salad, which I will tape because you guys might want that. But I'll be back to check in, and we'll do a little bit more examination on this foundation. Last thing, you guys, this is $46, and they have, I think they have 20, I will get the exact number, but they look like they have a nice shade range in the group, and I have, and it's a clean product. So again, I think it's worth giving a try. We'll see. Okay, I'll check back later. Okay, you guys, I am popping in for a little check-in on the foundation. It is 1:30, and I put this on, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe even a little earlier. So anyways, I thought I would check in. I just got home and wanted to show you, wanted to see what you think. So as you can see, as I was saying, is it kind of wears a little bit. You can kind of see a little bit of shine through my T-zone, but as I've said, that's not my, I'm not a big, huge powder girl. It isn't bothering me. I look tired today, guys, because I got up at 3:30. I don't know why. Okay, so what I will say, and again, this could be my user error. I'm feeling like you can definitely tell that I have makeup. You know, it looks a little heavy. Let me see if I can show you. I'm not gonna look over here, but you can see, you know, it just kind of has a little telltale sign that I'm wearing, you know, a layer of makeup. Now, again, I am wearing makeup, so that isn't the end of the world. But I just have other formulations that I feel like are a little bit more skin-like. But again, I think it actually looks pretty good. Like from far away, let's go back from here. Okay, I think I'm zoomed in, you guys. Okay, from far away, I think it looks lovely. I think it evens out the complexion. I did think that when we first put it on, and again, it wasn't the first time I've tried it, but I thought the color was weird. Like I kept the box because I was thinking, oh, I might have to take it back and try a different color, and then I got lazy and I stuck it in the box and didn't actually take it out. So I think that I wish that I could go in store and actually swatch some of them, because when we first put it on my face, I thought it looked orange, and it wasn't just the camera. So if you guys were thinking the same thing, I was on the same, like, ooh boy. But this would be, the Sahara was, you know, light medium, golden undertones, kind of in my, like what I normally buy, neutral to golden undertones. So I think that might be one thing. I think getting the shade right would be hard. And I kind of felt like once I put it all on and it got mixed up, it was fine. You know what I mean? It didn't end up, I don't feel like I look orange. Let's look from here. Whoop, there we go. I don't feel like I look orange now, but I think that upon first application, I think that's a little bit tricky. And then when I was just reading online, I noticed that I think that the matching of the color is a little bit tricky, and I think that some people said it oxidized on them. I don't feel like it's gotten darker on me. I actually felt like it went on strong and kind of orange, and then that it evened out. That would be my one, like, thing that I would say. I put it underneath my eyes, which was probably not a good idea. I'm tired today, so you know, I just feel like it's emphasizing my wrinkles a little bit more. And again, a lack of sleep, I chose to put it under there. I did not put any concealer on, and then also I did use that Hourglass Dim Light powder, so maybe that's it. So we can chalk it up to lots of different things. I'm just trying to, if you are thinking about buying it, I think I would say, you know, do you want more coverage? I'm not like totally in love with it. How's that? I think that it's I like the idea that it is a clean product, but I'm not walking around going, ooh, my skin looks so gorgeous or anything like that. It's just makeup, so it's fun, but anyways, we shall see. I'll check in. And again, that's what I'm saying, is I just feel like a little bit more made up looking, but maybe it's just me being cray-cray. Again, busy day, tired, but I do feel like my wrinkles are more emphasized under my eyeballs. Let's get up close, see? Okay, guys, that would be my 2 cents for right now. I will check back in. One more close-up. Okay, forehead, side, and chin. So anyways, you guys help be the judge of what you think about it. I mean, I'm going to keep it in my repertoire, but I guess right now, as of 1:30ish, it's not like I'm like, ooh la la, I just love the way it looks, but we'll check back. Okay, I'll check back in with one more check-in because I've got a busy rest of the afternoon and I won't be home until 5 something. So, okay, I'll check back in with you guys later. Okay, guys, I am doing a final check-in. I am not completely in love with this foundation, but from afar, let me get you back from here, from far away, I think it looks gorgeous. As you come up, I just feel like I look a little cakey, and I put it underneath my eyes and I immediately, it basically really emphasized my under eye wrinkles. Now, again, that could be me and my user error. I tend to always take a little bit of my foundation and put it underneath my eyes. And so anyways, that's just something I do, but I just kind of felt like it went, but let me see. Any last little thoughts? I think I've shared it all. I do have to say, I think from afar, I was like, oh, looks really good. But if you're coming up close, I just feel like, let me see if you can see in here. I don't actually think it's collecting in my wrinkles that bad. I think it's more that it's just a heavier coverage, and I feel like you can tell. So this could just be me not loving on the high coverage foundation. And I think I also was just a little bit turned off by the color matching. I love the fact that it's clean, and I wanted to just love this, but I just don't think it's gonna be my day-to-day foundation. I'm not gonna be returning it, and I'm still gonna tinker around with it because I think it might have its time and its place. But I guess I would just say not my favorite. But not the worst either. I've had like much worse foundations. And one other thing I wanted to mention though, it is super comfortable on the skin. So even though I feel like I look a little bit more cakey, it does not feel as if I have a ton of makeup on. So that is a good point. Wanted to share that. I also, but if you are looking for something that does have more coverage, maybe you guys would like that a little bit more. And again, remember, I'm a little bit older, maturing skin, so full coverage kind of foundations tends to emphasize, that's what I found. So if you are younger, you might freaking love this, or if your skin is a little bit younger looking, I'm 50 and I've got some stuff going on, and I guess I would just say I just know that with aging skin, a little bit lighter coverage tends to do better. And so that would be my final conclusion. And I'm also, remember, I got up at 3:30, so it could be that as well. So I don't like to bash on especially companies that this woman is doing great things, and she has, I give her kudos for making a clean foundation, and she's got some lip products, the Lawless, I think they just came out with a powder. So anyways, this is not any kind of hate. This is just like, I don't think it's gonna be my number one. This is more like, I think it's a pretty foundation, just probably not what I am personally looking for. So I hope that is a little bit helpful for you guys, and I look forward to talking to you soon. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment, subscribe, hit the little bell button, and I will be back with another video soon.